Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Trump's New York case. But we're not really going to talk much about the case. We're going to talk about the back and forth between the local and federal government that is going on. Because you have Bragg in the DA's office, and you have Jordan and Republicans up in Congress. Jordan has indicated that he would like to investigate the charging decision. Bragg is obviously not in favor of this. So, legal channels all over YouTube are going to go through the filing, line by line by line, I'm sure. Short version, there's a subpoena that Congress has put out. The local DA doesn't really want it enforced. Bragg doesn't want it enforced, and filed suit to stop that and get some other relief. What are the main arguments here? From Congress, from Jordan's standpoint, at some point during some part of the investigation, the local prosecutor used some federal money. Therefore, Congress has the power to interject themselves into the charging decision. That's generally what it is. I know somebody's going to say, well, it's about oversight. No, it certainly appears intended to affect the outcome. I would point out that even in response to the suit, Jordan said, first, they indict a president for no crime. It's designed to influence the outcome. Now, from Bragg's position, this is not how our country's set up. It violates basic premises of federalism. The federal government can't interject into local matters like this, and there's two reasons for that. One is, again, the way the country is set up. The second is they literally can't. They can't, meaning they don't have the ability to do this. You can't micromanage the United States to this level. It's huge. And then I'm sure that Bragg is aware that the hearings are designed to influence the outcome. So Bragg is trying to stop it. Now, what's going to happen? I don't know. Those are your two arguments. Now, my understanding is that, yes, the DA's office did use federal money. Does that give Congress enough juice to actually interject to this level? I don't think so. But I don't know what a judge is going to decide. So that's what's going on, and it's probably going to get very, very messy. There's another type of law that I think is important to bring up at this point, and it's the law of unintended consequences. Let's say Jordan is successful in this, and that gets established. That's how things are going to go now. If the federal government gave money, and then some portion of that money got used in some way that somebody in the federal government doesn't like, they can haul people into D.C. and stage a giant show. Have hearings about it. If somebody offered that, if I was sitting at a table and somebody was like, House Republicans, who are notorious for being incapable of putting on a good hearing, are going to investigate Bragg in the DA's office. But it opens the door for oversight of any local office that has at any point in time taken federal money. Would you take the deal? Absolutely. Absolutely. Set this up. Let's do this. Because I have a feeling that if this is pushed through and that this is how things are going to run from now on, I want you to think about all the things around you that have federal funding that have issues right now. That school up the road from you, Do you think any federal funding was used in the planning, running, or construction of that school at any point in time? I bet it was. So I would imagine that school board members could be brought in to talk about books they banned or students that they are treating less than equally. If Jordan gets his way, there's going to be a lot of really upset Republican governors. I don't know how this is going to play out, but this is one of those things that will start dominoes falling. So be aware. There's a subpoena. Bragg's trying to fight the subpoena. And what happens and how this moves forward is going to determine a lot. There are some people who have asked, well, why can't the DA go after Congress, those who are trying to influence the outcome? Generally speaking, Congress is protected under something called the Speech and Debate Clause. That protects speech and debate. It really isn't established how much it protects actions. There might be other things that come of this as well on that ground. But expect this to be going on for the next few weeks and turn into a giant thing. I would suggest that by the end of it, no matter how it turns out, I don't think Republicans are going to get what they want. No matter how they feel about Bragg didn't indict Trump. The grand jury did. And that's something that has to be remembered. The political posturing may just draw a whole bunch of attention to something that would be detrimental to the Republican Party. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.